Yeah, this is an interesting point. Why hasn't Russia revealed the details of its proposal on Ukraine yet? What's behind all the secrecy? Are there really classified terms, or just a lack of a real plan? No, I actually think Russia does have a plan. I believe there's a specific demand at the core of it. And I think for Putin, the top priority is making a deal only with a legitimate leader. That's why he wants Ukraine to hold presidential elections as soon as possible. Right now, Putin is convinced that if he pours money into influencing those elections and backs the right candidate, even if it's not a pro-Putin figure, as long as it's not Zelensky, that's what matters most to him. His main objective is not to deal with Zelensky under any circumstances. Basically, the whole setup shifts if anyone else comes to power. And Putin's ready to back any other person to make that happen. So the first condition will likely be presidential elections must be held in Ukraine. Not because he really cares about the democratic process. He doesn't. What matters to him is that someone other than Zelensky comes to power. Historically, wartime leaders usually lose elections once the heat of the moment passes. Take Britain, for example. On April 10th, 1945, right after Victory in Europe Day on the 8th, they held an election. You'd think Churchill and the Conservatives would win in a landslide, right? Nope. The British public voted against Churchill's party, even though he just won the war. Putin's betting on the same logic applying in Ukraine, that in a more or less free election, the majority won't support a wartime president. So I think this will be his first major condition in any negotiation. He'll likely present 3 or 4 demands total, but the big one, the one that really matters, is removing Zelensky from the equation.